Hi, my name is Lindsay Johnson. I'm working towards my BSN at YSU this fall 2020. Um, and this is my video submission for nursing informatics, legal and ethical considerations. Um, First of all, ethics, it's basically pertains to a it says a made up of statements of professional values and beliefs. Um, Ethics can cause you to question, what exactly is right or wrong in a specific realm of basically human action, which I got from the ANA Code of Ethics. Um, Also, the ANA, the American Nursing Association, they have a specific set of code of ethics, um, and they can go down one by one by basically the first one being like respect for human dignity, um, relationships with your patients, nature of the health, right of self-determination, and relationships with your colleagues and others. And that basically sums it up when they have like a summary of the provision of that is that the nurses should practice compassion and respect towards others and care about the dignity of their patients and colleagues. Uh, so when they come down to the ANA having their associate with the code of ethics, I'd go down to the provision of 6 that says the nurse, through individual and collective effort, establishes and maintains and improves the ethical environment of the work setting and the conditions of employment that are conducive to safe and quality health care. Which breaks down to that a nurse should conduct themselves in the best manner to have do what's best for the patient and to just conduct themselves in a professional manner and always be in such a role that their patients can feel comfortable and safe with them. When you go into legal and ethical issues, the book by Sewell, Nursing Informatics and Informatics and Nursing, uh, we would break it down to Code of Ethics for Nurses. Um, Basically, professional nursing associations worldwide have established a code of ethics, and there are marked similarities between them all. Like the ANAs would be different than another nursing association or and whatnot. Um, some of the things considered in nursing informatics, which is basically nursing informatics deals with nursing using computer as a device to communicate or to perform nursing duties and practices. So uh, when it comes to having nursing, like storing information on the computer, that would deal with like data breaches, uh, where sometimes malware, such as a MedJack, could um, come and take some of the information and send it to China or send it to somewhere far off, and other patients' records are then distributed in another country. Um, the HIPAA law, which we have protection, um, we think that the HIPAA's laws, because we hear it so much that that is protecting like all patients, but there are loopholes and ways that they aren't protected. So they've come up with, since 2009, an act called HITECH, which is the health information technology for economic and clinical health. And that basically like fills in the gaps because it requires the agencies to assure that private healthcare information is secure and to prevent a breach or unauthorized access or disclosure of information. Um, so the high tech made people, vamp up uh, their legal and ethical systems, these associations and everything, so that security breaches don't happen so often. Other issues are with telehealth. It says basically no state, however, has authority over practice in another state. So you would transport nursing and telehealth both to create problems with their assumptions. Um, So basically, if a nurse is like practicing in one state and then they don't have a license in another state, and then that causes a problem because information is being carried to one state to the next, just through a telehealth type of situation. So we've come up with the National Council of State Boards came up with maybe a nurse licensure compact, which would give nurses a validation or licensure in several states instead of one, but it hasn't reached like a federal level and use. It's still at a state level. So that causes a problem as well with the complications in legally. Um, there are also some issues when it comes to like web interactions, such as like Facebook, video, picture sharing. Nurses should use online resources, um, when to find information and to better help their residents and their patients. Um, Although that all information on the internet is open, the media is open to the world, including attorneys and nursing colleagues and patients and families and charities and advocates associations. So you have to be careful when you put information online um, because of those facts. Um, each You have to be careful because of copyright laws and also, just simply plagiarism, which is basically stealing someone else's work and, making it be your own. Say the word for plagiarism is like kidnapping information, which a lot of times, even this book here says that it happens accidentally because all the information, a lot of information is online, and you want to reuse a thought that someone had, but you have to put it in your own words. Other things that are considerations are when it comes down to the copyright issues. There was an issue with Google Books. For instance, they wanted to print and scan a lot of different books. Long story short, the people that were involved, like the authors, they felt that that was a breach of their copyright, and they wanted to sue, basically. But I guess it became they declared it as fair use. So the judge, the legal system. So anyone that doesn't really want it displayed will just it will just be like a bookmark, and it wouldn't have to be displayed that way. So in some summary, nursing informatics is associated with multiple legal and ethical issues, and to focus on some of them that I went over, issue with Google Books, plagiarism. They have to have tighter securities on software. So that's where the High Tech Act came in 2009. And then nurses just need to uphold themselves with, with a certain dignity, and that will protect their patient rights and allow them to conduct their jobs professionally and have basically respect from other colleagues and the community as a whole. Okay, thank you very much.